Okay. Session 22. 12 Säger hat man aufgestellt durch Tanz, kidei herauszulassen dem alten Jahr und begrüßen dem neuen Jahr. At 12 o'clock, they stopped the dance in order to let the old year go out and to welcome the new year. Die Milzerne hat geschrien, man hat gepfeift, geklappt, gelassen Feuerrocketen, sich herumgenommen, gekuscht, gesungen und einer dem Zweiten hat angewünscht all das Gutes. The siren was sounding, screaming. They they were whistling or shrieking, knocking, closing fire Raketen. They threw uh, rockets, I guess, in the air. Uh,
Fireworks.
fireworks, yeah. Thank you. They were hugging, kissing, singing, and they were wishing each other all the best. Dennoch hat man getrunken Kaffee, Mineralwasser, gegessen und der Tanz ist weg mit einem größeren Schwung und Tempo wie früher. Afterwards, they drank coffee, mineral water. Uh, I lost the place. Mineral water, ate, and the dance went on with stronger energy and with greater tempo than before. Hände und sich fest geklammert um Taljes, Augen haben gestrahlt mit Freude und Gelustung. Hands were surrounding uh, waistlines. Uh, eyes were were shining with joy and happiness. No Ort ist der Boden schon getrunken. Trunken. No, nor is der Boden schon trunken. I don't know what they mean here by Boden. Is it bass? Anybody?
But the ground is still dry because remember they rolled it and Adina Stoib wie Hatuman hängt in Luft. So the ground was dry and a fog was hanging in the air.
Uh,
Adina Stoib, dust was hanging in the air like a
okay.
fog, like a fog from the dry ground.
Okay. Am I continuing?
Yes.
Okay. Kritzt unter die Zähne und brennt die Augen.
You missed out Adiner. Adiner Stoib.
Yeah, okay. I see. Adina Stovia a Tuman hängt in der Luft. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said about Tuman, Moiche.
Fog, the dust
Ah,
from the dry
okay,
ground
okay,
was hanging
okay.
in the
Uh-huh.
air.
Uh, it bothers under the teeth, and it burns the eyes. Der Tanz ist wieder abgestellt geworden. Der Dance was stopped again. Man hat gegossen Wasser auf den Boden und es eingerollt mit schweren Rollers. They were pouring water on the ground, and I can I don't understand this sentence. Eingerollt mit schweren Rollers.
Were they rolling it after they poured the water with heavy rollers?
Uh-huh. I don't know. Too technical for me. Okay. Der Eulam-Tänzer ist aber gewesen ungeduldig und hat sich genommen tanzen, eider das Wasser ist gut eingesunken geworden in der Erde. They were okay. The dancing public was impatient, and they started dancing again before the water uh, went went well into the ground. Schwarze Blottern haben sich gelegt auf die weiße Kleider. Is it black leaves?
Mud.
Mud, yeah. I didn't know if it's a blood, yeah, blood, yeah.
Rotten.
So dark mud got on the white dresses, auf Hand und Penny on hands and faces. Men hat gelacht heuch, kinders glücklich und getanzt wilder stürmischer. They were laughing loudly with like a childlike joy, and they were dancing wildly, in a wilder manner and in a more stormy manner. Okay, somebody else.
Okay. Hinter der Palate ist gestanden Matone Schwarze.
Machne,
Machne. What is Machne?
a camp.
A
It's
cat?
a large group.
Yeah, a large group. Machne. It's a gathering.
Okay. So underneath the tent, there was a gathering of black people. Männer, Frauen und Jugendliche. So men, women, and young people. Die Junge haben getanzt von Gras. The young people danced on the grass. Still derech artstig. What is derech artstig?
Like respectfully.
Derech Eretz.
Der Eretz
Dereferetstik.
is respect, yeah. Der Eretz, it's like the adjective from this, in a
And they danced,
respectful manner.
yeah, quietly. Die
Yeah.
Ältere haben sich erzählt Geschichtes und Erfahrungen von Malchomes mit die Weiße. The older ones were telling each other stories and the Erfahrungen, what is that?
Experiences.
And their experiences at gatherings with the whites. Von dem,
Milchomes is wars.
oh, they were talking about wars.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
sorry.
Okay.
Von dem Zulu Aufstand in Natal und von früherdicke Zeiten, from the Zulu uprising in Natal and from earlier times. Wenn die Weiße haben sich bewiesen, warum sie ihre Staaten gefangen sie ihre Chiefs weggeführt sie ihre Bahamas, gebrennt Hämer und geschossen Menschen. Those earlier times when the whites had surrounded their cities and taken their and killed their chiefs and took away their livestock and burned homes and killed people. Die Nacht
Yeah,
warme.
this word Statten means tribes.
Oh, I'm sorry. And but what was that correct?
Stadt is a tribe. Yeah, okay.
And is geschossen, that's they killed people?
They shot them, yes.
Shoot,
Okay.
they shot. Geschossen is exactly, they shot people.
Okay.
Schießen is to shoot.
Okay, thank you. Die Nacht warme zerstörte is gelegen still. The night, which was warm, what is zerschist?
Disturbed.
A
Sorry?
starry night.
A warm, starry night became quiet. Die Gor Alte
Okay.
und die Gor Jünger haben schon lang geschlafen in die Beutwegener. The older people and the very young people had long since been asleep in the wagons. Euch die Schwarze seien schon weggeschlafen, and the black people also had gone away to sleep. Aber der Tanz is noch gewesen in vollen Schwung, but the dancing was still in full swing. Somebody else want to pick up?
Boyd is caravan, right? Boyd Wegener.
Is what kind
Yes,
of wagon?
covered wagons.
Oh, covered wagons. Okay.
Where are we at? Arum.
Yeah.
Arum Vierersäger hatten sich abgestellt ruhen. About 4 o'clock, they stopped to have a rest. Etwas essen und trinken and eat and drink something. In draußen is geworden unheimlich still. Outside it became uncomfortably quiet, mysterious. Es hat sich klar gehört, das Krocken von schlafenden Ochsen, the snoring or grunting of sleeping oxen was clearly heard, und die Bewegung von Pferd und Eseln and the movements of horses and donkeys. Irgendwo somewhere haben sich zu Bullen und seinen bald still geworden. I don't know what Zabulin is, but somewhere Dogs, I assume, were barking, but I'm open to better interpretation.
I
Yeah,
think that's what it is.
you think it's um, um, of course, hint billen, dogs bark. So this is probably a variant of billen, haben sich zu, or maybe that's the correct grammar, mebilt and mit zerbucht. Okay. When seinen bald still geworden and soon became quiet. Weiße Kleider haben herumgeflattert in der Gedichterfinsternis von dem Draußen. White dresses were fluttering around in the thick darkness outside. Verstickte Ge Gelächters, verstickte Gelächtertes und
Gelechters, like
Oh,
lachen.
Gelächters, thank you.
Ja.
Versteckte Gelächters und leidenschaftliche Kuschen seien still weg in der Ewigkeit. Sort of uh, trying to keep down choked back laughter and passionate kisses were quietly away into the eternity, into the open spaces. So vom zweiten Teil. Dieser Teil, Gold, Kapitel 27, Chapter 27. Buschmanns Kopf ist noch gelegen, versunken in Schlaf. Buschmanns Kopf was still sunk in sleep, eingehüllt in a leichten Tuman, covered in a light fog, durch welchen es hat sich gesehen, ein verschlafener halber Levone auf dem Weg zu Meiref, through which it was possible to see a sleepy half moon on the road on its way to the west. In einige Häuser hat man schon untergeheizt die Ovennacht. In a few houses, they were already heating up the ovens. Von die Käumens haben weiße graue Schnüren, räuch sich Zeugen grad wie harter Draht from the chimneys, white gray streaks of smoke were drifting up like hard wire, als Simon a sign, as es ist nicht kein Schemetswind, a sign that there isn't even a trace of wind. Daniel LaRue mit einem Mantel über seine Pyjamas, with a coat over his pajamas, und die Borbese Fies in Steckschicht and the bare feet in slippers, ist gegangen in der Richtung von Buschmanns Kopfwinkel, went in the direction of the store in Buschmanns Kopf. Ist gegangen mit hastiger Schritt. He was going quickly und geblasen der Räuch von seinem Liolke and blowing the smoke from his pipe mit ungeduldiger puff puffs, with impatient puffing. Wenn ist überlegen, uh, uh,
You skipped a line.
ja, wenn
Er
ist
ist
zugekommen,
zugekommen.
wenn zugekommen zu Hurwitzes Tier, when he arrived at Hurwitzes door, ist Rege gestanden, wie wollte sich überlegen. He stood for a moment as if he wanted to consider things. Ja, anklappen oder nicht. Should he knock or shouldn't he knock? Hat zu sich zugehört, sie es bewegt sich einmal zu wenig. He listened carefully if someone was moving inside the house. We niet herende keine Bewegung and not hearing any movement, what umgeklappt a paar schwere, schneller Klapp, and he knocked with a few heavy, quick knocks. A stimme von innen weinig had gefragt, and a voice from inside asked, "Where is Dorten? Who's there?" Ich, Daniel LaRue, I, Daniel LaRue. Hurwitz, ich bring a gute Besäure. Hurwitz, I'm bringing good news. A bed had got a scrape, a bed scraped, screeched, no, scratched. Anyway, someone could give a better word. Pantoffel haben sich herumgeschart. Pajamas, I'm not sure what Pantoffel is.
Pantoffel is a steckschiff also.
Thank you.
It's a slipper, yeah.
Slippers were moving around and what ausgeschneit da nose, someone blew a nose, ausgespiegen von a vollen Mäuel, spat out from a whole mouth, when Hurwitz a verschlaffener and Hurwitz sleepily, a weiß-reute, gestreifte Pyjamas hat geöffnet, die Tier in weiß-reute, wearing white, red, striped pajamas, opened the door. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Uncle Daniel. Was hat gesagt? What did my uncle say? Ich habe gesagt, what he said, I have said, ich bringe a gute Besora, a new treff. I am bringing good news. You guess what it is. Sicher haben die Markagenten das wohl kein Sach nicht aufgenommen von einem Transportgrinsen, was hat geschickt. Certainly, the market agents this time have not taken off anything from the transport of vegetables that you have sent them. Der Alter hat gelacht, the old man laughed. Nein, Hurwitz, nicht getroffen. No, Hurwitz, you haven't guessed right. Die Woche habe ich kein Sach nicht geschickt zu Mark. I haven't sent anything to the market this week. Hurwitz, man hat sich schon der Groben zum Goldschicht, when es ist as a Ware. They have dug Hurwitz, they have dug through to the layer of, to the gold seam, and it's a hypothesis, as it is a reicher Schicht, that it is a rich gold seam. Jan hat es gebracht, denies. Jan brought the news. I'll read to the end of the page and then someone else. Wunderbar, wunderbar, hat Hurwitz ausgerufen mit Greuß his Paulus. Wonderful, Hurwitz shouted out with great enthusiasm. Is Jan sicher? Is Jan sure? Morgen, es heißt, heint wird es schon sein in die Zeitungen. Tomorrow, which means really today, it'll already be in the newspapers. Okay. Daniel hat sich gefühlt beleidigt. Daniel felt as if he was reproached. Was meinst du, Jan is sicher? What do you mean that Jan is, how can you doubt what Jan is saying? Arbeit bei jener Schacht schon Chadoshim. He has been working in that mine shaft for months. Und du zweifelst sie, ist sicher, and you doubt whether he is sure about it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, David.
Ja, ich? Ja. Ja, arbeiten. Arbeiten in Goldgrube is gewesen Jans ambitia for a longer Zeit. To work in a gold mine or gold cave, I guess, it was his Jan's ambition for a long time. Seine Eltern, seine gewen gegen dem. His parents were against this. Arbeiten tief in der Erd meint, working deep in the earth means, haben sie geteinet, stellen das Leben in Gefahr. That his parents, they argued that that this puts your life in danger. Kriegen typhus, typhus, I guess. Not
Probably
sure what the
typhus.
Yeah.
typhus maybe, yes. Okay.
Phthisis is a disease of the lungs which is caused by breathing
Mm,
in dust in the mines, and this was a big problem
mm.
in the mines in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Typhus,
And the
interessant.
correct medical term is silicosis.
Hm. Du in Buschmannkorb, hat Daniel gesagt, ist die dosige Gefahr, arbeiten die in Garten bei die Greensens nicht voran. Here in Bushmannkorb, Daniel said, is this very danger working in the this type of danger working in the garden with vegetables, there is no danger there. Die Luft ist rein, die Arbeit in einem Garten ist a gringa a gesunde. The air is clean and the work in the garden is easy and healthy. Du darf ja nicht kriechen auf den Bauch, liegt auf den Rücken oder werden abgegossen mit Schweiß tun die sein Arbeit, wie es ist der Fall unter einem Goldgrub. So here, Jan does not need to crawl on his belly. He does not need to lie on his back or become drowning with sweat doing his work, as it would be the case underneath in a gold mine. Der Rieker, du wird nicht kriegen kann, Tysis. Mainly, the main thing is that he would not get or contract the typhus disease. Amos, die Revochen von die Greensen seine nicht kein Größe. True, the profits from working in a garden with working with vegetables is not so great. Die Markagenten nehmen zu, dem Karen mit dem Revek über Farsei, für Daniels Familie wird sein genug. The market agents take the I guess they take some of the profits,
The Karen
mitten
is
the
the
interest or something.
no,
Cost.
the Revach is the earning, the interest,
Earning.
and the Karen is the I forget the word in English.
Yeah.
The basic money,
Yeah.
The
the
cost.
basic amount,
The cost.
the cost. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
So
they take off.
they take the cost and they take and the interest on top of the cost. That's
Mhm.
okay. Okay.
Or the
Yeah,
profit.
so
Could be
Yeah.
profit.
profits, yeah.
Two Hebrew words, the Keren and the Revach. So,
Mhm. But for them, for Daniel's family, this would be enough money. Daniel mit sein Weib, seinen schon alt und sie darfen nicht Kind. He, Daniel and his wife, they're already old, and they don't need a lot of money. Svet sein genug euch für ihm, für Janet. It would also be enough for him, for Jan. Aber Jan ist geblieben fest bei seinem Beschluss zu sein, ein Arbeiter in a gold group. But Jan remained firm in his decision to be a worker at the gold mine. Hat angerufen nehmen von einiger Bekannter, welche arbeiten in Gold und Kehlengräber. He already called out, he already he already called a few names of friends, acquaintances, which had worked in the gold and coal mines. Yeah, he already called them. I guess he called them up to look for work. They verdienen gut und leben bequem. They earn well and they live comfortably. Darüber kaum hat man genommen Stellen Schachtes, hat sich gewendet zu der Verwaltung und man hat ihm zugenommen zu der Arbeit. Moreover, I guess all there, as soon as one had um, established, as soon as one, I guess, as soon as they opened the mines, I guess, he turned to the management, and as soon as the mines were opened, he got open. He turned to the management, and um, they took him up for work. They gave him a job. Brought him to work. Jetzt Baseman is zugekommen zum richtigen Gold oder ist Jan schon qualifizierter Arbeiter. Now, um, now that while you are
At the time,
not a right at the time,
at the
base
time
while
that, yeah,
at the time that he is working in came to a true vein of gold. Um, Jan was a qualified, I guess he was a qualified worker. He became a qualified worker. Die Nias als man hat sich erproben zu erreichen Goldoder, hat sich verspreit mit der Schnelligkeit von einer Großfeuer unter Geblasen von der Wind. The news that one had uncovered or dug up a rich gold vein spread with the speed of a grass fire blown by a wind. Ganz Bushmankopf is free given off the fees. The entire Bushmankopf city is early on. They got up early or they to address this. Menschen seien gestanden mit Schenker, Penemer und Lebedik diskutiert das Geschehene. People, um, people, Schenker, but people they stood with Schenker, I guess illuminated faces and very lively discussed what is happening. The einstimmige Meinung is given. The agreed upon opinion was Bushmankopf wird während die zweite Jahr Johannesburg. Yeah, Bushmankopf will become the second Johannesburg. Showing each hat Bushmankopf gehabt dem Äußern von einer kleinen Städtler. For right now, Bushmankopf had the appearance of a small town. Take BSE's bekannt geworden, als es ist voran Gold in Bushmankopf. As soon as it became apparent that there was gold in Bushmankopf, haben Menschen ungeheben Käufen Beuplätze und Stellen Häuser und Geschäften. So then people began to buy places to build and setting up building and establishing houses and businesses. Befinden sich schon jetzt Sachgeschäften in Bushmankopf. So we're located now many businesses in Bushmankopf. Auf der zweiten Seite von der Bahnlinie an Kegen Hurwitzes Show, on the other side of the train station, the train lines,
Railway line. railway line.
Railway line, yeah, the railway line against Hurwitz's opposite Hurwitz's shop. Ist gestanden das Geschäft von der Firma Johnson. Bruning Johnson Bruning Limited. Johnson Bruning Limited, yeah. So this business, Bruning, was on the other side. Und etwas weiter das Geschäft von Ibrahim Muhammad Ali et Company. So a name of another business, Ibrahim Muhammad Ali. Einer, Mr. Wasserman, another one, a Mr. Wasserman, hat gedungen drei Zimmerdick-Häus von Jansches Heiser. One, Mr. Wasserman, I guess rented a 3-room house of Jansch's from Jan's houses. I guess from his hat gebracht sein langer und magerer Weib mit 2 fette Kinder, a Jingle mit a Mädel. Okay, so he brought with him his I guess langer, tall and thin wife with 2 more rotund children, a boy and a girl. Hat angenogelt und Freund von dem Haus Wassermann, dentist. He put up in the front of the building of the house a sign. It says, he nailed up, that is, in front of the house, a sign that says Wassermann Dentist. Und hat sich gesetzt reißen und vielen und machen Zähne. And he sat down to be pulling and filling and making teeth, things that dentist does. A Sägermacher mit Nomen Reisbahn hat opgedungen, a Winkel in einem von die 2 Fenster von Hurwitz's shop. So a watchmaker with the name of Reisman rented out a little corner in one of the 2 windows from Hurwitz's shop. Gewahrt, men soll bringen Sägers zu verrichten. And just, waited there so that for when people would bring to him watches to fix, oder kommen kaufen, or to buy. Es hat sich gebeut, a gebete für a bank.
Gebäude.
A gebäude, yeah, a dank. A
It's a Gebäude. Yeah.
A gebäude, yeah. A building for a bank. Derweil bis der Gebäude wird sein fertig. Meanwhile, until the bank building was ready, it's 2-mal in vogue, herausgekommen an Angestellter von Bank. 2 times during the week arrived an employee of the bank, gesessen bei Hurwitzen in Esszimmer und auf den Tisch neben ihm seinen Gewinn Kontobücher, checks, deposit beaker, Vexel forums. So he was doing business, I guess, in Hurwitz's house, and he in the kitchen, Esszimmer, and on the table, and he brought all types of dining room. That's what it goes here. The dining room. On the dining room table, he had his account books, checks, deposit books, loan forms, Vexel forms. So Menschen seine gekommen, gesessen, unhitlen, sich gehasmet auf checks. So people came and they sat without hats, and they signed checks auf Wechseln und gebeten gebeten overdrafts. And they signed checks and loan slips, receipts, and they asked for maybe requested overdrafts. So good. Yeah. Beerville Lane and Viter. Who does anyone want to read further, or what? Wants to take up number 1?
Okay. Der Bank Angestellter ist gesessen ungelehnt. The bank employee was sitting leaning, die Füße aufgezogen unter den Tisch, and his feet were spread out under the table. Geräuchert dicke Zigarren und gewollt wissen, ob sie wollen vermaschkenen a farm for an overdraft. So he was smoking a thick cigar, and he wanted to know whether they wanted to mortgage a farm in order to get this overdraft. Zweimal in Woche is euch herausgekommen a junger doctor. Twice a week, a young doctor also came out. Is gesessen by Limited. He sat at the business that was called Limited. What was its name? It was the shop that was opposite Horowitz's shop. Had Limited as the last part of the name of the shop. In a Zimmer hat verschrieben Rezepten für Ritz-Ale, für patentieren Medizin.
I think you've
Was
skipped
man
a line. I think you've skipped a line. After Limited, wie man hat gekürzt, den Namen.
Ja.
Okay, so yes, there's a Limited in the next line as well. I'm sorry.
Explain.
Gesessen beim Limited, wie man hat gekürzt dem Namen von der Firma Johnson Browning Limited. Yeah, sorry, I missed. So at Limited, where they shortened the name of the firm Johnson Browning Limited. And ist gesessen in einem Zimmer und hat verschriebene Rezepten für Ritz-Ale, für patentierte Medizin. So he wrote prescriptions for castor oil and patent medicines, was man noch gekauft beim Limited in Geschäft, which they immediately bought from this shop Limited in the shop. Der Litwiner Milner hat gich abgeschätzt die Position. The Lithuanian miller quickly surveyed the position. Stillerheit hat abgekauft das Stück Grund, was ist gelegen beim Mill. Very quietly, he bought up the piece of ground that lay next to the mill und hat angeheben Bäumen, and he began to build. Man hat sich Meshar gewinn, als hat Bedeutung zu vergrößern sein Mill. People assumed that his intention was to enlarge his mill. Herausgewiesen hat sich, als hat gebaut eine Bäckerei und Konditorei. It emerged that he built a bakery and a konditorei, a place that baked cakes. A bakery is bread and cakes.
Confectionery.
Die Akties von der Bushman Gold Mining Compagnie seien gestiegen mit dem Tag. The shares of the Bushman Gold Mining Company rose every day. Alle haben gekauft. Everybody bought shares. A viele die Oppermans haben bewiesen zu kaufen a zendlich Akties mit geliehenen Geld. Even the Oppermans managed to buy a group of 10 shares with borrowed money. Telegrammes seien geflogen zu Börseagenten in Johannesburg. Telegrams passed very quickly to the exchange agents in Johannesburg. Kaufen, verkaufen, buy and sell. Bei Mill, bei der Kuznia, bei die Geschäften ist man gestanden und diskutiert die Mekachim. At the mill and at the Kuznia is the
Smithy.
blacksmith shop, and in the shops, people stood and they discussed the prices. Gerät mit ernster Penemer und zerknetschte Sterns, and they spoke with serious faces and furrowed brows. Wie der Geurel von sein Leben wird gelegen in dem Mecker von die Akties, as if the fate of their lives was lying in the price of the shares. Es haben sich euch gefunden Skeptiker, and there were also skeptical people. Der ganze Indien, haben sie gesagt, is a Schwindel. But this whole thing, they said, is a swindle. A plan wie a Reus zu narren Geld für der eigene Keschene. It's a plan to get by deceit, to cheat out money from for their own pockets. Schön gewinn a soine fallen in früher dicke Jahren. There was this kind of case that happened in earlier years. Die Oppermans Hagam, zij haben gekauft Akties, seinen euch Gewinn von die Zweifelers. The Oppermans, even though they had bought shares, were also among these doubters. Eins von die zwei haben sie gesagt, ob die Kompanie hat genug eigene Kapital, to was verlangt sie, als man soll sie
Solange sie
unterstützen mit den Käufen Akties. Sorry, did someone say something?
No, I said verlangt sie because it's one companion, and you said they verlangt sie. It's not important really.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I
Um,
jumped, but yeah, the ze is for the is the pronoun for the companion.
okay. So
Okay.
one of the two, they said, if the company has enough of its own capital, so why do they want that? Why do they want that they should? Um, why do they want them people to support with buying shares? Or sie hat nicht, if she doesn't have enough capital, to wo wird sie nehmen, euch zu zahlen, in Fall die Unternehmung gelingt nicht. And if they don't have enough capital, where will they get the money to pay out to the shareholders in the case that the undertaking doesn't succeed? Jetzt ist Buschmannkopf gewachsen. Now Buschmannkopf grew. Wie man sagt es, wie auf Haven, as one can say, as if as if there was yeast. That's how fast it was growing. Jeder Tag is zugekommen ein Geschäft. Every day a shop, another shop arrived. Hat sich gestellt a Gebäude, a Hotel, a Schul, a Postkantor, a Kirch, a Bankgebäude. So there was set up a building, a hotel. I think this shul is a school, a post office, a church, a bank building. Der größte Teil von Jansches Farm, wo es ist früher gewachsen Millis Hober, Tefgros und Beblach. So the greater part of Janscha's farm, where before the corn was growing, mealies were growing, wheat. I'm not sure what tefgros is.
Hey, you
Lucerne,
obviously were
perhaps?
never on a farm. Teff is a grass that grows that they put into bales to feed cattle. It's just a grass that grows that's nourishing for cattle.
Okay, so I don't know what you call that in English, though.
Oh, I don't.
So this kind of grass and beans. Und es haben gepaschet Schipsen und Ochsen. And so in previous times, all of these things were happening. Sheep and oxen were grazing. Und it is jetzt gewinn zergroben. So now it was all dug up mit Röhren und Relsen, über welche es seinen gelaufen Wegeler mit Sand und Kalk. So all of these places were dug up, and there were pipes and rails were laid down over which there rolled wagons with sand and lime und Ziegel, clay and bricks, Holz, Blech und Eisen, wood, tin and iron. Men had gebracht große Klötzer. They brought large beams, massive Stabes, Eisen, Bahnlinies, riesige Wasserkugeln und Waggon, Waggone, Wagonetskes. So, so they brought these huge beams, massive rods of iron, railway lines, huge basins of water for water, and carts. Men had gestellt neue Schachtes. They dug new shafts, gebaut Wohnungen für Arbeiter von rohe Ziegel, and they built dwellings for workers out of raw brick, gepflastert und gekalkt, außenweinig und innenweinig. And they lime washed it outside, they plastered it and lime washed it outside and inside. A hübschen Distanz von die dosige Häuser hat man gegräht dem Compound für die schwarze Arbeiter. Quite a long distance away from these houses, they prepared the compound for the black workers. Große, ungelumperte Häuser von Holz und Blech. Very large, shapeless or clumsy houses made out of wood and tin. Ausgerechnet for 20, 30 in a Haus. And they worked out that there would be 20 or 30 people living in a house. Men hat euch gebaut, was man hat gerufen, allocation Wohnungen. They also built what was called location dwellings für die Arbeiter mit seiner Families, Hospital und a Turma. So they built this location dwellings for the workers and their families, and they also built a hospital and a prison.
So, excuse me, so whites and blacks don't live together in the same area.
No, that's quite right. That's
Yeah, I see.
the beginnings of apartheid in South Africa.
Yeah. Separate dwellings for blacks. Yeah.
Can I just mention something about the farming aspect? TEF, as I remember it, people spoke about TEF in English and Afrikaans, whatever it was. They knew that it was this kind of grass. Hobber, by the way, are oats and rates is wheat. So hobber is oats, also something that you sometimes feed to animals.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, I think someone else can take over.
So is it my turn again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Die Bushman-Gruppe gelebt beschollen. The residents of Bushman were living in peace with each other. Durch und Tag ist jeder einer gewesen beschäftigt. Die Krämer haben sich konkurriert in der Stil auf einen freundlichen Eufel. So during the day, everybody was busy. The shop, the shop owners were competing with each other quietly in a friendly way. Hat ein Krämer gezahlt dem Farmer mit a Penny mehr für sein Huhn, oder zweiter, der legt a Penny für a Fell, für a Tutz Eier, oder hat herabgelost a paar Pennies von an Arschen Leibend oder Flanellett. So this is how they were competing with each other quietly, I guess, when one shopkeeper paid a farmer 1 penny more for his chicken. The other one added a penny for for fair, fair.
That is
For,
a skin.
I see. Okay, I understand.
Or a hide.
All right. If for a dozen eggs, or he took off a few pennies. This I don't know what it is. An arshin. It's something with clothes, the
It's
material.
a length of linen or canvas. Livent is linen or
Yeah,
canvas.
yeah. Okay,
And
thank you.
flanellette is flannel,
Yeah, okay.
kind of cloth.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. In die Abenden hat man gespielt Karten einmal bei dem, einmal bei jenem. In the evenings they were playing cards one time at one person's house, another time in another person's house. Man hat auch viele gespielt beim Polizeichef in Haus. They even were playing in the house of the chief police, the chief of police. Auf dem Tisch hat keinmal nicht gefällt Bier oder Branfen. On the table there was never lacking beer or alcohol or liquor. Es hat viel mal getroffen, als der Polizeichef hat, ist gegangen nachher stark sich wegen dick auf die Füße. It happened quite often that the chief of police was going home uh, shaking on his feet. Euch die Freuen haben gelebt friedlich miteinander. They also, the women were living, I guess, in peace, one with the other.
Amicably.
Okay, amicably. Thank you. Man ist gekommen auf Besuch, eine oder zweiter gelernt, wie zu backen Brot, zu verservieren Fruchten, zu säuren Ugerkes, zu heften und ausnähen und ausnähen. They were coming to visit each other. One,
Oh,
well,
one
I
moment.
lost. I lost.
That's all right.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. They were coming to visit each other. They were teaching each other how to bake bread, how to um, how to preserve fruit, how to make Ulrich's, um,
Cucumbers,
thank you. Yeah,
sour cucumbers.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes when I need to translate into English, Hebrew jumps in my head. Now Ulrich's, I have melaphonim in my head. Okay, thank you. Uh, Cucumbers and how to mend things and to sew.
Yeah, and heften is to embroider.
Heften is embroider. Okay, thank you. Aster ist gewesen, was wenig Afrikaans freuen und sich gekonnt zu Neufrieden mit englische Freuen. It was disturbing,
A stair
but
is an obstacle.
the disturbance of less disturbance was when African women were able to communicate with the English women. Aber,
Okay, Rochel, a
yeah,
stair is an obstacle.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was an
yeah. I
obstacle.
said a disturbance. Yeah, like
Yeah, but
yeah.
it's not
I
really a disturbance. Is too strong.
yeah. Okay,
It's more an obstacle.
okay. I understand. I understand. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I understand. I understand the sentence now. Thank you. Oberman hat sich verstanden, but they understood each other. A Wort in ein sprach, zwei in der andere. One word in in one language and two words in another language. Das Iberike hat man der ganz mit der Schmeichel. The rest they arrived at with a smile, mit a Kopfschockel, with shocking their head. Masha, can you pull it up a little? Man hat sich eingelebt. They were getting along, sich zugewohnt. They got used to each other. A viele Horowitzes Weib hat sich zugewohnt. Even Horowitzes wife got used to it. Sie hat aufgehabt a Zoll Afrikaans Wörter und einige Englische. She picked up uh, some African words and a few English words. Kapitel 28.